Hello, everybody. How are you? How's your day so far? I hope that you can hear me all well. I changed a little bit my settings. Once again, I know lately we have some sound issues. But anyway, I hope that you are all well. I hope that you can hear me fine. I will try to check the comment section as well so we can do this review a little bit like more interactive. Today I have the pleasure to review a very beautiful website that I think that I have to add quite a few things that it will make it even better. If you also want to take part in this review process, the only thing that you have to do is to just check the description box and you will find all the details that you may need. I don't need a lot of things for you, I just need your email and a URL of your project. Alrighty, very quickly let me check if everything is fine. Yep, I think it is. So, let's start with tackling Swift. This website is created by Tom, and I have to say that for the first look, I'm sorry, Tom, but it feels a little bit like oldish, like not so modern. I have like this thing up here that I'm not very sure if I agree. I know a lot of websites are doing that, but it's usually when they want to sell you something. You don't try to sell something, so maybe the subscribe, you could even have it here in the bottom part. Okay, then you have like tackling Swift and some words here, some text, and behind that you have some image. Then you have more images here, more images, more images, more images. But here on the background, you're missing the image. What I'm trying to say is that I don't think that you really need the image that you have. I think that it will look better if you actually didn't have that image. If it was like just a gray thing, or come on, why do you okay, if it was like that, I think it will look more modern and you could read some stuff easier. Also, that gray color could be something, I don't know, maybe something more black. And yeah, I'm not sure if I like that gray color. It made it feels a little bit old. Again, I'm sorry for that. The other thing that I would change is, let's go to that text. I would prefer that text to be a little bit bigger. You have the line height, margin top. Okay, maybe if we can go to, okay, we have here, okay, navigation, header section. Okay, now in the header section, let me just find the class. Okay, you have here the width. Maybe you could make this thing a little bit bigger, just bigger, 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 bigger. Maybe you could even do something like 80% and it will look fine. Maybe you could even go to something higher, and then I can see that you have like a text align center. If you want again something more modern, you could add like text align and you could play with other things like justify and stuff like that. But it's okay so far. So these are some of the main things that I would change. The title here. Oh, and you can also hover on title. I wouldn't suggest you to do that because when you usually click on something, it means that you can, do something, but in that case you cannot do anything. It's just your title. So I think that you could remove that hover effect and remove the image and make this text a little bit bigger as far as the width concerns. Alright, and then I can see that you have some images with some text, like you have the date, which is nice, and the title. Okay, and everything is a little bit of gray, but here you don't have the gray, you have something blue. So stick to one color, preferably gray. Now the other thing that I noticed is that it's not very easy to be read, the title, because of the background image. So here I have like two suggestions. Either make the background image, like give it a little bit more opacity, or make it a little bit even more transparent, so it's easier to see it or not to see it. Okay, I can see here that you have 0.6, 0.8, 0.9, maybe even something like that. So now it's a lot easier to read the title. Of course, now everything is very dark. That's why you could change the background and make it a different color, so not everything would be like so dark. But this is my first suggestion. Like the other suggestion would be to have a background color. Okay, let's go here. Okay, it would be to have a background color for the title. Okay, so this thing would be different from the image and the reader could easily read it. Okay, that's cool, I think. This is the first page, and as far as I can see, you have another page. Let's see the second page as well. Okay, you have the same text, and now you have page 2 of 2, but before you didn't have page 1 out of 2. This means that you are not very consistent, and we want consistency. So either have on your first page something like page 1 out of 2, or even delete that thing, or keep it like down here. Or keep it like down here, but again I would suggest you to keep it on the front page as well. Now let's continue a little bit. Here you have 2020 Tackling Swift, okay, and then you have like theme by Andres Noren. It's nice that you have kept that, but maybe do the font size a little bit smaller, because that's like too much, or even delete it. Like personally, if it was possible, I would delete the person that I got the theme. Maybe you're not allowed to do so, but if you are, it would be better to delete it. And another thing is, because this is your bottom part, we usually have on the bottom part like some links for social media and stuff like that. So I would strongly suggest you to also add some links, maybe LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I don't know what you are using more. Cool. And now let's go to About Me, which is our next section. Now here you have like the same text. I would delete that text. You don't have to have it everywhere. And now we are not talking about Tackling Swift, we are talking about you. So you really don't need that. And we already talked about the image that you could delete. Okay. And that other image, I'm not going to delete it now, but I think that you get the point. Alright, now it's nice that you have a lot of information here. I really like that I can read about you and I can learn who you are. I've already read that, and I know that you write in a nice way and in an informative way. So yeah, kudos on that. Now my concern here is that you have like share this, and you have Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. My question is, why would someone would want to share this page? I can get it to share a project, but not so much an About Me page. So again, I don't really think that you need this. Okay, I think that's it for this section, and let's go to contact. Usually the contact form is the last one and not the third one. On the contact form, I would delete that first section, and now I like that. But you could make all these links to be like as actual links and not only giving this kind of information. So for example, when I would click on your Instagram, I would actually transfer to the Instagram page, and the same goes for Twitter and email as well. So make these links as clickable. And again, I don't really get it why you need to share this in the contact page. Other than that, it looks okay. If you want something extra, again, you can play a little bit with the text, and like maybe you could change, where is it, here or here for the content. Maybe you could change the text align, and again you can play with different stuff, I mean whatever you prefer, but I usually like justify. Now I haven't targeted the right section, which is this. You want to target this whole section. Okay, and let's go to experiences, and here you have experiences by other users and maybe even yourself. I would delete this part once again, and I would make the change that I said earlier with the images, maybe make them more blur, add some opacity, or add some background color in the title and the date as well. And also, as I said earlier, make that gray color, I don't know, something, either some more dark, like something like that, or something more white. Okay, you can play with that. Okay, now it looks much better. Wouldn't you agree? What do you think, guys? Like, leave me a comment and let me know if you like how this black thing looks. I think that it looks really well. And if we fix that part, actually we can delete it. I think that now it looks much better. Like, really leave me a comment and tell me your thoughts about that. Cool. And now let's actually click on an article and see how it looks. I would click on the first one, and I have an image, okay, a big one, and then an experience, a name, and here you have some first stuff. Now, as far as the social concerns, as I've already mentioned, you could make them as a link. So every time I click on that, I would transfer on the actual page. I like that. Okay, you have questions and answers. This is a simple format. I really like that. I like simplicity, and my suggestion to you guys would be to actually try to keep your website, your portfolio minimal, and only if you're expert, then go with something bigger. But if you're not sure about that, then 100% keep it simple. Now it's nice that you have also the share this, because the other person maybe want to share this, because this is an experience, so someone maybe likes that. So also do keep that. Maybe another suggestion would be to actually change the color, and now you have it as gray, but you could make it black. I think it will look like much better. Yeah, I think that it will look much better. I'm not going to change it now, but you get the point, okay? Let's go to the bottom where you have the leave a reply. All those things that are in this light gray, I think that you should make them as black or a very dark color if you don't want black, but not this gray, because this gray, it's not very easy to be read, and especially here, like notify me, this gray is so light, it's not very easy to be read. And again, in the post comment, this is too light. You could really change that. Like, you could make it something like that, and it will look so much better. As you can see, it's just like a minor change, but it adds a lot of stuff. Like, it adds some value. Again, if you guys agree with that almost black button, then leave a comment, and like in the end I will gather all of your comments and I will leave them down in the video so everyone can see it. Alright, I will click now here on the arrow and I can see that I'm going to the next experience, which is coming from Ellie. And okay, yeah, we have the same stuff here. Nice. So let's click on actual the experiences. Now another thing that I noticed while I was checking that is that although I'm clicking on the first experience, I still have the left arrow button. But why do I have that button if this is the first experience? This is because if I click on that button, I will go to another article which is not included in the experiences. And personally, I don't think that this is something good, because you think that you are in the experiences, but you are actually not in the experiences, you are somewhere else. So my suggestion here would be to the first and to the last article, just delete the arrows or remove them, or I think that you get the point. Cool, let's continue with the Swift tutorials. And here you have like 2 tutorials, that's nice. I'm not going to say the same things, like delete the image, delete the text here, maybe even delete the category that says Swift tutorials, because like I know where I am in the Swift tutorials because I click on that, so I don't think that I need to see that again. And the other thing here is, because the images here have already text, it's a bit hard to read what you write here. So change the image, keep it like more simple, or add some background color here. Okay, and the final thing, or almost the final, we are not in the end, it's the coder blog. Again, you have some articles, I'm not going to go through them, the style is the same. So now I have the search form. Okay, this is actually a nice animation. I like that. At first it's small, but when you hover on that, you have the search form. So let's try that. The first thing that I'm going to try is Africa. I see that the background is becoming like this blue or light gray color. Personally, I don't think that this is very modern. You could stick to gray and it would be like fine. For Africa, you don't have anything, so search results Africa. I do like that. No results, try again, would you kindly? And this time I will search for digital printing. Yeah, these are actual search, guys. I have searched those things in the internet. Okay, cool. We don't have obviously results for digital printing. Don't ask me what I was doing, and I was searching digital printing and Africa. Okay, I think that was it. My basic concerns with your page is that I don't like that image here. I think it's a bit confusing. This text should be bigger on the home screen. The width should be bigger, but in all the other cases you should like delete it. It doesn't add any values, and then really do something with the images and the titles here. And maybe that gray color should either be something like really dark, something like black, or make it white, but then you will have to change the other colors. Okay, we haven't finished yet. I hope that you are still with me. Okay, and let's see how it looks on a mobile phone. Okay, let's do it like... Okay, I think that's too small. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, now the menu looks like that. It is a bit strange. We usually have the menu on the right part and not in the middle. And if I click on that, I can see it like that. I like the search form, but I would prefer, like for example, this X button to be again either on the left or the right, preferably on the right side. Let's go to home. and I was actually at home and I didn't understand that. So as you can see on the images here, it's really difficult to read what the other person has right. So yeah, you get the point. Let's see the contact section. Okay, and I think it looks cool. And if you had like if you didn't have that section, I think that it would be like even better. Like it would be something very simple with black and white, and it would be like really cool. Wouldn't you agree? Guys, if you have any other ideas, like leave a comment below and we can check it out. I can talk with Tom and let him know your thoughts as well. And now the same goes here for the articles and the experiences as well. Okay, I don't think that I have to add anything else. All in all, it was a nice page, and I think that with my suggestions and maybe your comments, it can be something even more pretty. I like the work that Tom does, and don't forget to check in the description box his website. And yeah, pretty much that's it for me, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you can hear me well. And don't forget to take part with your website. I would really encourage you to do so. I will contact you and I will let you know about all of the details. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced. It doesn't matter if you have like a project on CodePen or on GitHub. Just send it to me and I will do my best. Alright guys, and once again, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you really soon with some similar content. Bye!